Vanakkam, how are you? Welcome to one more podcast by Bala. In this video, we are going to talk about an important wealth that we have, and it is a measurable and it is an exhaustible resource. The wealth that I'm going to talk about is time. Yeah, before we go detail into the time, all of us has only 24 hours. In this 24 hours, we are going to spend 6 to 8 hours sleeping, we are going to spend 8 to 10 hours working, and then we have to spend some time for our family, and then there is no time for ourselves or our future that we wanted to go. Yeah, this is the reality. This is the issue that we are all working with, but that doesn't mean that we should not have time. The time that we are going to have, we need to prioritize them in such a way that we have access to our own time for our own sake. There are only 4 ways in this video that I'm going to explain that will help you to understand how to prioritize things in life. I'm doing this video at 3:30 a.m. because I went to sleep yesterday at 7:45 p.m. because I really don't have anything else to do after that. In that way, I'm prioritizing my work, my productivity before everybody else, because I could have gone out to have a drink with a friend, or I could have spent time watching a movie, or to spend time, or to have relaxing time, for example. But these are not how life works. Our life wants us to work harder. Our life wants us to work better. Yeah. So in this video, we will talk about how to prioritize life and to enjoy maximum efficiency and to enjoy a better life. Yeah. The first important thing, there are 2 things that you should do and there are 2 things you should not do. So let's start with the 2 things that you should do. First, we should stop prioritizing easy things. Yeah. So for example, you have 10 things to do. In this, 5 to 7 are easy and 2 to 3 are not easy. For example, waking up in the morning is not so much easy. Going to gym, not so much easy. Or call your customers, call your somebody that who will give us business is not easy, because it is a bit embarrassing, or it is very difficult, or it is not possible at all for us to do those things. But so what we do, we start prioritizing other things, small things that kind of keeps us busy. So we are always having the excuse of, I don't have, why didn't you go to gym? So you have an excuse. Yes, I did 10 other things. If you really look at these 10 things, these are all super easy things. Even if you do it or not do it, it would have not made a lot of difference for your future life, or for your friends or your family that you are so much working for. So what we are basically doing, we are filling our day with simple, easy things that will not make a lot of sense, and we keep postponing the bigger things in life. And this is how we are losing time, and we are not able to do what we are supposed to do. So stop prioritizing small things or easy things. That is going to help you. For example, things will start, for example, going to gym in the beginning can be very, very difficult, but as you start going and going, then it becomes a bit more easier. So in that way, your gym becomes a part of your habit. Yeah, by just stop prioritizing smaller things, you start prioritizing the things that matter to you, and these things and quantities that made matter to you become a habit to you. And this is one of the important ways that you will be in a position to sustain your lifestyle. Yeah. Second one is that stop prioritizing false emergencies. False emergencies is not only for you, it's for everybody. You can receive a call from your friend, hey, I have a flat tire, what I should do? And you are like, yeah man, you should call a mechanic or something like that. So in that way, people know that they will not disturb you for smaller things, because also by being always available, by being always ready to give suggestions, by being always ready to help, what happens is that we are not helping others to fulfill their own potential, to look for their own potential, because they know that, okay, any problem is there. Instead of for them looking for a solution, they know that they can call you, or they can invite you, or they can they can take your suggestion and then they take your help. In that way, what we are doing is that we are not helping people to think for themselves. We are always there. It's like a child who wants to begin to walk, for example. If we keep helping this child, the child is never going to learn. So we have to let these people to help themselves, and in that way they are going to have fall, and then they are going to have a wonderful life experience that will help them in all the future times. So these are, for example, there are some emergencies that we need our time, but there are a lot of false emergencies. My computer hang up, for example. This is a small thing. You can not really do anything. The person on the other end should always need to know what he or she need to do when things happens like this. So these are all false emergencies. These are not real emergencies that really needs our needs our time. So the same happens to our maids and or somebody, what to cook, I don't have ginger or whatever. There is a small thing, for example, what we can do about this emergency. If there is no ginger, just cook without ginger. So people need to know that they should they have to take that they have to take decisions on your behalf, but these decisions are smaller decisions and they are not of emergency nature. So ensure that you are teaching your friends, your family, your colleagues that you are not available for them for simple things, simple false emergencies. They have to take care of themselves. Yeah, these are the two things that you need to stop. And then we have to do two things that we need to start to prioritize things in our life. The first thing to start is start saying no. So start saying no is an important thing that will help you to understand that by saying no, you are saying yes to many things. Yeah, saying yes is a commitment. Saying no will hurt for 1 hour, 2 hour, 1 day, 2 day, and after that people will move on. But you start saying yes, and you are not able to follow up on that yes. What happens? People will have bad reputation about you. I know personally, I suffered from this problem. So I invite you not to suffer from this problem. So instead of giving a promise and breaking the promise, it's better not to give promise at all. So start saying no. Can you come to pick me up? You can say no, unfortunately I don't have time to do that. You can either take a cab, or you can walk, or you can do something like this. So in that way people are aware that yeah, he will really come if there is an emergency, but for smaller things we need to take care of themselves. Yeah, so this is the third way of prioritizing yourself in your life. And the fourth thing is start prioritizing your freedom. We are talking about financial freedom. We are talking about social freedom. We are talking about physical freedom, emotional freedom, and the freedom of time. All these are freedom that is the measure of wealth in ourself. We don't measure our wealth by how much money we have in our bank account, because that can change anytime. But the quantum of freedom that you have, the quantum of physical freedom, the quantum of time freedom, for example, you decide your agenda, you design your schedule, that is much more freedom, and that is much more worth than all the money that is available in the world. That much time you can spend it on your dog, you can spend it on your family, you can spend it to build a new career. So financial freedom is very important. So freedom is very important. So start prioritizing your freedom over the others' freedom. Yeah. So these are the 4 ways that we can associate ourselves so that we can achieve complete control on our time. Yeah. Thank you.